Hey everyone, Jared James Nichols here, and I want to talk about something that is really important to me and something that was kind of brought up in a backwards way. And it's as simple as where you are playing in the beat. Now this goes for your rhythm playing, your lead playing, everything you do. It's super important. I first was learning how to play some stuff by my biggest hero, Leslie West. And I was thinking, man, why does it sound different when I play the Mississippi Queen intro than when he does? I'm right on the click. And as we all know, we're supposed to practice with the metronome, and there's a certain kind of universal timing that we all use. And that's great, but the one thing you have to start thinking about in your playing is where you're putting things on the beat. As simple as that, where you're playing on a Mississippi Queen riff, where you're putting that with your click. There's a certain guideline that you need to think about. A lot of my biggest heroes, they played a little bit behind the beat. So when you hear that track, or when you hear something like Paul Kossoff, Free, All Right Now, a lot of his rhythm playing, right, with a... If you were to measure that on a click, deliberately, when I'm thinking about those and playing that kind of style, I'm thinking about pulling back just a little bit to give it a little bit of that dramatic effect. Now, one of the things I think about too is when I'm playing lead. Let's say our riff is going 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm thinking that in my head. I can slow that back a little bit. When you're playing with the drums or the metronome, there's a real effect to this. Or you can be on top of that beat, which can give a sense of urgency to your playing that really it doesn't come from changing a riff, changing anything. It's just where you're putting it timing-wise. So we have... Now, it might be kind of hard to hear it on the video and feel it without that internal time, hearing a downbeat, but it's very important and it can really manipulate what you're saying and what you're playing. One of the biggest situations of this I found too was listening to a lot of live Cream era Eric Clapton. He would be playing things and some of the things would be so slow behind the beat, like you would hear to an E chord, a spoonful thing, 1, 2, 3, 4. When in reality, the band is just a little bit ahead and he's almost like pulling it back. And this is really fun to do too if you just had a repetitive lick. Say you went like this. 1, 2, 3. You can literally hear in that phrase, if I were to slow it down, speed it up, little things like this that can give your playing just a little bit more edge and a little bit more flair. While I'm playing, I can play something slower. So I'm not changing that much of what I'm playing as far as my hands. It's more what I'm thinking in my head is, okay, I'm gonna really pull this one back. All right, speed it up. And it's almost like driving a car. And that's just a really cool way to think about switching up and spicing up your playing without truly changing a lot, just your headspace. Now, every time that I pick up my guitar to play a solo, even to play a riff, I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about, I want to freely be able to move within the meter. If I want to start something, I really want to slow it down, or I want to speed it up to the point where it seems like it totally comes off the rails and there's really no time left till I pull it right back in. So this is something that I do every single time I go out for a solo, whether it's a part that is already composed or it's something that I'm freely improvising in the moment. Now, I'm gonna give you a little bit of an example. I'll just be in the key of E, and let's say here's our rhythm. We're just 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna start, I'm gonna play right on the beat. I'm gonna slow it down, and then I'm gonna go crazy, and then bring it right back. So here we go. So all in there, I'm thinking in my head, it's almost like this meter. Here's my time. Straight on the beat, straight on, straight on. All right, bring it back. It's almost like put the brakes on, put the brakes, and then all of a sudden slam it. And then we go to this point where what happened to the beat? The beat's gone, but we bring it right back. So you feel that, and then we get right back into the groove. And that's something super special. It can add so much suspense to your playing. I love doing that.